in a monochrome world, working from the side through her lonely eyes. It reflects the ocean and stars, but her cry echoes around the simple loss of love in her heart, making this whole fairy tale alive. And sorrow's tender embrace, this was never meant to happen. The light of the day, the only reason you have to stay. Hear me sing my song and just keep holding on.
Audio recorder! Why do you always show up when I decide to do things? Hi everybody, welcome back to Cinderella Phenomena. It's been a while, I have no excuses, let's go. Actually, I have plenty of excuses that are totally valid, but I don't feel like talking about them. We are on Rumpel chapter I was like doing my Spanish numbers like, Rumpel cuanto? Oh, I don't want to do this. Her mother's a bitch. We all just agree on that. You waited, but the children didn't come, did they? I'm thinking... Little Sexto here invited her friends over, and her mother's like, you know what, you come, you die. And now Sexto's like, why didn't my friend show up? I'm pretty sure that's it. They promised they'd be back today. That or they're all dead. We even crossed pinkies! Promises are futile, dearest heart. Alright. But, I've told you before and I'll tell you again. People are selfish creatures. They will always put their own well-being before others. No one does anything selflessly. To put your trust in someone is weakness, Sexto, but those that make promises will only keep them if it benefits them. And you, my sweet, they were obviously not beneficial to those children. I don't see how. I don't see why not. She is the princess. So they didn't like playing with me? I guess not. No, they did not. Come here, darling. You do not need those other children. The two of us can play together as we always do. I can always trust you, mother. Of course, my love. That's all I gotta say about it. My head feels foggy. Maybe it was because it took me forever to fall asleep yesterday. Oh god, what? No! Don't bring me back to this. Don't bring me back to this nightmare. And then to make things worse, I ended up having that dream. Twice, apparently. Mother, you're the only one I can trust. Right? No, she's dead. Get on with it. I slowly slide out of bed and make my way over to the dresser. The little bag is still where I left it last night. Little bag? What little bag are we talking about here? What little bag? I open it up. Oh! I think I know. I open it up and I let the little white chocolate lily fall into my hand. Honestly, that looks like a real lily and I wouldn't try eating it. Is he really trying to help me? I remember his face yesterday and his bright smile as he presented this to me. I slowly run my fingers across the delicate white petals. He couldn't have known lilies were my favorite flower. What if he, like, knew you in a past life? Not past life, but his life that he has forgotten. Forget it. There was no reason to be sentimental about something like this. It's just silly. I'm about to put the flower back in the bag, but I stop, eyeing it once more. Fucking eat it, girl! Slowly, I bring it to my lips and bite off a small petal. Oh, alright. It's actually pretty good. I stuff the little flower back into the bag and make my way downstairs. I apologize if you hear crunching in the background. My dog's being a pig! Hey, you. Yeah, you. You know, not you. Not Lily. No, the fat beagle. Slap my dog's butt for a second. There we go. The market is not busy this early in the morning, but everyone is starting on their chores. At least I assume as much when I see Anise and then Waltz, who is helping her stack things. I love stacking things. I hear rising voices and realize that is not at all calm. At least I don't have to pretend to be something I'm not! Let me guess, yup. You say you are not pretending when you go around flirting with all the female patrons day in and day out? You cannot seriously mean all of the drivel you spout. Carmen and Rumpel stand on opposite sides of the table, staring each other down. A teacup filled with what looks like to be cool tea sits close to Karma, abandoned. Flirting with a lady is not a crime. One day your flirting is going to get you into even more trouble than it already has. What happens? I've never had a lady said I mistreated her, not once! How do you know? Oh, I'm sure many could attest to being more than slightly annoyed. Me! I'm raising my hand! Can you see me? You're only jealous that I can speak to ladies without a disguise, aren't you? Hey now. Karma slams his hand down on the table, shaking it. The tavern grows quiet. Waltz. I'm trying this. Waltz is over. Okay, Waltz looks over, his eyebrows furrowed with worry. If you so much as make one more comment about my curse, I swear, then stop making comments about how I speak. The two continue to glare at each other. It almost looks as if Karma might circle the table and slap him, but the fight freezes as Julian strides up to the two men. It's too early for the two of you to already be at each other's throats. But he started it, and I'm gonna finish it! All I did was make a comment. He was the one that picked a fight. There you go again, twisting words! Julian stomps on the ground. The two men once again turn to look at her. It's my job to break up unnecessary fights, and I will do it! If you two must continue fighting, go do it somewhere else, like the forest, where you can't disturb anyone. I thought they were actually leaving. It's like, fine, we'll go to the forest. No, I'm not gonna deal with this shit. Both men turn away from each other, obviously agitated. Rumpel's expression is cloudy, and he makes his way over to the bar, to begin helping set the tables. Julianne notices me watching. She waves at me with a terse smile on her face. Sorry you had to wake up to that, princess. You know, just daily life, right? I shrug as I make my way over to Mr. Broom. God damn it. It is like waking up to two children arguing. Agreed wholeheartedly. Julian sighs before looking at me thoughtfully. What is that? Ugh. My throat is just dying. Maybe you could have a word with Rumpel later. I'm not his mother! Nor will I ever be anything close to a loving relationship to that kid. I have no idea how their argument even started, but maybe you can get to the bottom of it. I don't want to. I don't care. I'm not a babysitter. But I'd heard the two of you were partners? No. Anyway, hopefully this doesn't happen again. Good luck with your work today, princess. Thanks. Julian walks off, vigilant as always. I notice Garland looking at her from the bar. Go for it, bro! A slight frown on his face. I start working around the tavern, starting first with the cleaning and then with the stacking. Stacking what? What are we stacking? Delora makes snide remarks about my slowness as I work. Okay, listen here. I try my best to ignore her while occasionally throwing her insults back at her. It's as if she has nothing better to do. Hold on, let me fix my crop. Boop. I don't know what I just did. The door to the tavern opens and Parfait steps inside with a bright smile. She looks more energetic than usual. I wonder if she is... I wonder if it's... Help! I wonder if this is because of Rumpel's medicine suggestions. Oh. Later, I manage to catch Rumpel when the two of us are both on break. He looks pleased to see me until I mention Karma. Why were the two of you fighting earlier? What a sad day it is that the princess talks about another man to my face. God damn it. Just answer me. I was getting ready for the events of today, and as always, speaking to the lovely woman who filter in and out of this place, when the beast appeared. Oh! Look at that! Oh, what's the word? Kind of like hinting, but also not. When the beast... Get it? Get it? Because his curse is Beauty and the Beast, because it's Karma's curse and his beauty. Yeah, okay. But that's kind of funny. If I was a writer, I would have been snickering as I wrote that. It's like, I wonder who will get it. When the beast appeared in front of me. Even his insults are dramatic. Your flirting is distracting me, he proclaimed. Well, your flirting is annoying. But all I'm doing is complimenting woman. I'm not impeding anyone's work. I thought that the only reason he was calling me out on such a thing was because he was actually jealous. You should have seen his scowl. And here we go. So I politely told him to mind his business, but he was relentless, and when he continued to insult my demeanor, well, I had to say something back. But I wasn't the one that started the fight. I swear, they both really do sound like children. No doubt Karma would be blaming Rumpel. You should go talk to Karma now. Princess, you don't really think I'm so confrontational, there we go, do you? I think Karma's far more confrontational than Rumpel, but it does not help that Rumpel always snaps back at him. The two of you are both at fault. But Princess, in the end, you were still having a childish argument. Any of you could have said, it takes two to tango. Oh. I'm sorry. All you heard was silence and that's me just making a bunch of weird noises. I was taking a drink and it tasted weird. I think that Rumpel might try to protest again, and I'm surprised when he shrugs his shoulders and sighs. Yes, it was childish, because that man is a child! He's a man, baby. I roll my eyes. Your irritated scowl chills my heart, Princess. I feel a tinge of excitement. Okay, that's enough. Go away. I'm leaving. I'm sorry. For some reason, my Bandicam was set to only record for 10 minutes. I'm sitting here like, why the fuck did my recording just stop for some reason? Alright, I'm back! Alright, let's, the fuck was I doing? Alright. There's really no point in having this conversation. It's a problem between Karma and Rumpel. They can fight it out if they want. They aren't children. They can figure this out on their own. Are you sure? I made a comment to my mom the other day. We were talking about guys and... I was talking about boys. No, we're talking about, like, men in general. And we were in Walmart, and there were these, like... Have you guys been to Walmart lately? In, like, America, there are, like, these animal onesies, like, costumes or something. Like, there's a monkey onesie. You can dress up as a monkey. And we're walking through the aisle, and we look at these. My mom was like, what grown man would wear this? And I'm sitting here like, there is no such thing as a grown man. So technically, every man is just a boy. There's no such thing as a grown man. Oh, princess of my heart, why must you depart so early? Ugh. I ignore Rumpel and leave. God, I love that. I ignore Rumpel and leave him standing where he is as I return to my shift a little early. Honestly, I would much rather focus on work than Rumpel. He can be as tiring, if not more. He can be as... okay. Though after what happened last night, I do not think he is as terrible as I thought. The days go on, and Rumpel and I speak only briefly during our breaks every day. Every day eat another piece of the lily until only one is remaining. Will you stop licking my chair, please? Hey, stop licking my chair. You're making it all wet. Anybody want a dog? One afternoon, just before my bake, Rumpel approaches me with a mischievous smile on his face. Okay, time to just walk away. My lovely princess, how are you today? I was good. Until you walked up. I didn't read that. What do you want, okay? Your cold shoulders enticing. I have one more table to serve. Do not bother me. But princess, I've decided I know exactly how to teach you how to be good. Oh. All of your other lessons have been useless so far. Please, just trust me. To put my trust in someone is weakness. Just do it. I'm going to teach you how to flirt. No! No, it's the last thing I need. You are horrible at this. What? The first step to flirting is eye contact, princess. God, I can't even see your eyes, man. Wait, but why are you? Rumpel points at my customer, a young man sitting right beside the window. The second is to smile. Smile, princess, because I'm sure you look even more stunning when you do. Then you start a conversation with him. I don't want to. I don't care about this particular person. Body language is important. There are certain signals that key men into the fact that a woman is interested in them. I think playing with your hair is one. A gentle tap on the shoulder is another. What? What? I should have expected Rumpel to spout this sort of nonsense. Princess, the customer's been waiting for a while now. Is something wrong? This guy! This guy right here is what's wrong. He won't leave me alone in peace. I notice the customer looking at me expectantly. He is just some man, a usual customer that I actually see often. Oh, and princess, don't forget the compliments. Make them as delicate and illustrative as you can. There we go. I just gotta stop for a second. My tongue needs to rewire. I move away from Rumpel before he can muddle my thoughts any further. Already my feet feel like lead. You're not gonna actually do it, are you? I'm her inside voice like, God, don't do that. I find myself staring at the man for far too long. The way he stares back at me, his expression is so unbearable. Unreadable, sorry. Suddenly makes me feel more uncomfortable. Do I really have to do it? No! That's a terrible idea! That is not a good- making someone completely uncomfortable because you're actually flirting with them and you don't know them. and you're bad at it? Just making an uncomfortable situation, just don't. I stop in front of the man and set down his tray, my eyes still on his. Ooh. I do not have to follow Rumpel's advice, but for some reason my lips quirk. The smile on my lips though, lasts all of half a second. Are you okay? God damn it! Here we go, guys. Get your flirting pants on. We're going in. I could feel Rumpel smiling at my back. If this were anyone else but him, I would think it was some kind of prank. But considering this is the way Rumpel acts all the time, maybe he's really trying to help me. Sexto! Why are all of my sextos stupid? I thought you were better than this. I try to recall how he flirted with his customers before. Oh, fuck. That's... I could not help but notice you were alone, sir. I'm always alone. Wow, that was dark. My heart is thumping far too loudly in my chest. What kind of thing does Rumpel usually say? Ugh. Madam, you are the most beautiful thief I've ever met, for it is you who has stolen my heart and soul. Don't you dare say that to this man! Your eyes are more captivating than the stars, my sweet. If I could, I would stare at them forever and lose myself in their majesty. You remind me of a rose with thorns, but the thorns are what make a rose so alluring. All he does is about complimentary gibberish. I will try to do the same. Sexto, you're better than this! How is it that you would always be alone when you have such lovely eyes? I'm staring into this man's eyes and I just can't turn myself away. The customer stares at me baffled. I force myself to continue. Hold on, gotta go find 911. I think I'm not gonna make it. Your eyes remind me of the leaves in fall as they flutter beneath the bright gaze of the sun. What? I stop the words. Nothing more than shallow lie make me feel strangely hollow. He is just... I cannot... What? Man is just staring at me, but he looks uncomfortable. Still, I do not think he is anywhere near as uncomfortable as I am. Why? Perhaps you would. My voice trails off. I bite my lip so hard I can taste something metallic. The man's expression is a mixture of awe and perplexity. I immediately turn away from him and walk off. That was such... You ever guys, like, just watch a train wreck? You ever guys seen one? Well, if you haven't, you just saw one. My whole face is hot and I can feel anger boiling deep down inside of me. Ah, princess. Leave me alone. Princess, we're not oh, I don't care. I ignore everyone's gaze as I make my way as quickly as I possibly can up the stairs and to my room. Whoa. There I collapsed on my bed and lay there with my arms outstretched. Why would I have ever even thought of taking Rumpel's advice? I told you not to. I told her not to. I mean, everybody watching was like, God, don't do it. Hours go by and eventually I realize that it is time to help a niece with the night chores. Now I am helping her restock some of the bottles that Waltz and Karma brought back from town. I hope Niece does not mention what happened earlier today. I slip out of bed and head down to the main area of the tavern. Ugh. I think I'm gonna end it here. 18 minutes isn't bad for getting back into this. I'll see you guys next time. I need to go recover from that horribleness. Bye-bye.